What's good everyone, welcome back to another Geoguessr video. This is Zigzag here, and today I have a pretty interesting video for you guys. So the Western Geoguessr community has been in quite a decline recently. The whole game has kind of fallen out of favor with that audience. However, Geoguessr is blowing up in Japan right now and also in China. But of course, as far as I'm concerned, citizens of China aren't actually able to buy Geoguessr. So of course, they've got their own site here, and there's actually many things about this site which are better than normal Geoguessr. So I'm going to take you through that and we'll see how goes. Now, it won't be in this episode, but I filmed two other videos with some Chinese pros, such as one where we took on 100 Chinese opponents with just 3 of us on my team, and another one where we played distance battle royale but with 60 people in the lobby. So you guys can look forward to those videos, they'll be coming soon. But anyway, here's the main page. So we've got a whole bunch of different options here to play. The automatic translations here are pretty funny, I must say. So yeah, we've got like a ton of different options here. I'm not actually sure what we should go for here, but I guess multiplayer is going to be the most interesting. Points race, multiplayer melee sorting, earning points. I don't know what that means, but let's give it a go here. Now the servers are kind of slow for me. I mean, it loads pretty well at the moment, but as soon as there are lots of people playing, it's a bit slow. However, I think this one with the blue street sign, that looks like it's going to be somewhere in Malaysia here and probably around Kuala Lumpur. So yeah, you can see everything's in Chinese here. I don't know if there's actually a way to change that, but let's guess here and see what happens, because I don't know what this map's actually going to do. So a whole bunch of people have guessed all around the place, and it seems like I was the closest on this occasion. So yeah. Actually, this is kind of cool. Oh, so this is kind of cool, actually. We got rating. It's like rating based on single rounds. Now, can we move along? We can't. Okay, that's interesting. So we have a cow here. I think this should be somewhere in the Philippines, I imagine. But does that really look like a Filipino pole? I think that's actually just some bamboo. So yeah, the double lane concrete road should be somewhere in Philippines. I think I get more of a north vibe here. So I'm gonna try like Luzon here, but is it north or south of Manila? I think I'll go south of Manila just to hedge it. And let's see where it's actually gonna be here. And okay, so yeah, we were actually pretty close there. Seems like we're once again closest, just south of Luzon there. Yeah, so there's all the other people, and you can see we got 24 points there. So I'm really curious to I wish we could look at a bit longer, but that's really interesting how we're actually gaining ELO every time we guess here. So it seems like we can actually gain overall rank pretty quickly, and actually the whole game has like a built-in ranking system pretty much every time you play, so it's kind of cool. And you should be able to sign in, by the way. I don't think you need a phone number. I kind of had this account made for me, so I'm actually not sure if it's possible, but I'll link it anyway, and you guys can give it a go. So this one should be on the road to Magadan somewhere. This is what the coverage looks like up there. It's very like foggy. And okay, the time ran out. We were indeed closest, which is great. So we got 25 points. So immediately our ELO was like shooting up here. So if we can beat Caribbean Cheese, then we can be the top spot. I think we'll go into where above him. So this one here is this very poor quality road that you get running in the Altais here in this province here, or this oblast rather, or maybe it's a republic, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's almost certainly where we are. We can check the antenna here. Yep, it's got the right type of antenna for that road. Yeah, I mean, I think it's somewhere around Charcoal, but I'm not entirely sure. It could be further over this direction, somewhere around this direction. So let's just guess here. Was actually a fair way over, but of course we got the right region, and no one else is going to get the right region there. Caribbean Cheese not making a terrible guess there, but again, we get 26 points there, so definitely climbing the ranks pretty quickly here. Let's see how quickly we can do it. Can we speedrun? Can we... Well, maybe I'll stop playing when we don't get closest, because we've been closest every single round so far. This is Thailand. It's a lot of rice, though, so I did consider Indonesia as well. We've got 26 seconds overall. I think with the eucalyptus trees, we should go for Thailand here. Sun's kind of southern. So yeah, I think I would go there. The amount of rice is a bit concerning. It could still be Indonesia here, or maybe even Malaysia. But the eucalyptus trees would indicate Thailand. And yes, we are still closest there, so our closest streak continues, although it was in Chiang Mai, all the way up in the north of the country. So not the best guess there, but we still gain points there. And I don't know, I'm enjoying myself. This is kind of cool. Like, it's a really interesting concept. I think they should add this to Geoguessr, honestly. And the map's actually decent, which often isn't the case in Geoguessr. But this is interesting. I haven't made up my mind yet. That looks like a Mexican antenna. All the corn here would make sense as well. It's fairly hilly, and just with cropland, it's often near Mexico City, so let's get our guess in here. maybe a bit west of Mexico, east of Mexico City here. I don't know. I'd probably just hedge at Mexico City, to be honest, and hopefully no one else can get it. And indeed, it was a bit west instead. This whole like kind of region here has it, but no one got Mexico there. So there we go. We're actually top-rated opponent now out of the whole game. So I guess we'll go until we don't get closest here. But yeah, definitely didn't take us too long. And it goes to show, like, you know, the Western community, we know a lot of things. And the Chinese community, they will catch up. The Japanese community's been going crazy. They've been making so much progress. But ultimately, you know, it's a lot of knowledge that takes years to build up if you want to be one of the best players in the world. And I think it's easy to forget that because we've all been playing so long amongst the Western players. But here we go. I'm actually not too sure where this is. I feel like kind of this region here. And yeah, we got the right region there. Now, did we get closest? Ooh, a lot of people guessing nearby. Unfortunately, we are indeed still closest, so let's continue here. Get to 1800 rating or something like that. The consistency with which we've been first place is honestly kind of satisfying. It reminds me of all the way back in the day. But okay, here we have some extremely low quality coverage. Okay, it's loading in here. This should be somewhere in China, I imagine, so probably the first round when we're not going to get closest. It feels like maybe more of an inland city to me. It doesn't feel like a huge one here. And presumably they can at least read this sign, so they're going to be pretty close. But I'm going to go like one of these cities up here, I think, because it is fairly flat. Probably this this main like cradle of China. And let's see where it actually was here. And I don't even see, was it up there? Okay, this is the actual spot. So yeah, not the best guess there. A bunch of people going where we went. And yeah, so I'm going to end it off there. So close barrage, front page. Interesting. I'm not really sure what that meant. But let's go to our personal homepage here and see what's that meant for our rating. So we're on a 1786 rating now, which is, I don't really know what that means, but ranking overall, we're on the top 1,000 players now, which is kind of cool. Also, shout outs to the owners of the site for giving me a subscription on here. That was really kind. Anyway, next one here. Let's go ahead and play a 1 vs 1. I doubt this is going to be very close, so we'll play no moving, panning, or zooming and give our opponent a good chance here. And I have no idea how long it's going to take to find an opponent, but yeah, we got pretty active player base here, and we will see how it goes for Dybala, who's, a lot of the Chinese players have soccer players as their profile pictures. Kind of interesting to me. But here we go. The loading in times is kind of worse when it comes to duels, I think, which is kind of interesting. But okay, here we go in. And I'm actually not too sure what country it is. We actually have to kind of wait for this to load in. The guardrail will undoubtedly help us a bit. Maybe Italy could make sense here. A lot of pine trees. We do have bollards here. It's, no, it's, oh wow, we ran out of time there. So I think it was actually North America, yeah. I saw just in time, like the one square we needed to see with the end of the guardrail there, which you just saw flash up again, was the one I needed to get the country, but unfortunately nothing loaded in quickly enough. So here's the next one. We'll go no moving, panning, or zooming still. I think this is northeastern Brazil, so maybe Paraíba or something like that here. So let's take a look around, see if we're correct. I mean, these should be Brazilian polls when they load in. So seems like the 1 vs 1 mode definitely loads slower than the other one. So that one seems to be the better one for playing, for me at least. And we end up getting a really close guess there. He goes Kenya. It did kind of look like Kenya, to be fair. And he's sending us an emoji there. The crying emoji while drinking. Very interesting. I like the emojis here. What options do we have? I don't know what we can press to get the emojis, but well, we have a send emoji button. Let's go like that. Okay, so this one is going to require a refresh. Now, when you see our games when we played all the duels against multiple people, you'll see that there was a lot of refreshing going on. Oops, I didn't mean to look around. So, I mean, where is this likely to be? Yeah. I mean, I thought it was a hard enough round that he probably wasn't going to get it. Mexico did come to mind, but I wasn't even sure. I was going to think of maybe Colombia or Ecuador as well. So that was a tough one, and we keep on not guessing here. So we need to kind of pull up our socks a little bit here, and hopefully this round is actually going to, show us the round in time. We should just get a marker down. Okay, this is India, so let's immediately get our marker down there. Now, what do we have going on? Ooh, is it even India? They added a lot of this poor quality coverage. We're driving right-hand side of the road here, guys. This is Nigeria. A lot of this new poor quality coverage is starting to come out in different countries, by the way. So It's not out yet in Europe, but there's a lot of countries where it's being driven there. And then also you can see it in Ecuador. It's actually been released in Ecuador, but no one's talking about it because there's such poor quality coverage. So yeah, this one's definitely going to be Nigeria. Seems like he is guessed, but the counter doesn't work for people outside of China, or at least not for me. So yeah, I'm going to go here. I feel like it's most likely. And yeah, it was indeed Nigeria, just near the capital there. And that is going to be a win for us. So there we go. We ended up taking it. He's very angry. Oh no, poor Dybala. So we got a 12 elo change there. I think the other one is the best way to farm elo. That's actually crazy, but this one, still good. And let's head out once again and choose a new game mode. Okay, well, I accidentally went again here. I pressed the back button, but that didn't take us to the homepage. So that's just my fault. Let's go again here, see if we can win NMPZ once again. And this first one here feels like it might be, I forget what you call them, but the kind of like water barges that you get in the Dutch islands. So I think I'm just going to try that. Alternatively, and actually maybe I think it's better now that I've seen the whole image, is maybe these land bridges in Denmark. But no, it was there. Excellent. And our opponent goes in the US. Reasonable guess. But obviously, Generation 2 camera like that, not too common in the US. Plus the thin road, not somewhere you want to guess for US, generally speaking, I would say. So let's go like St. Louis. Anywhere from like Tuba to St. Louis is pretty likely here, I think. So I'm just gonna kind of hedge between. It's not really loading anyway, so that's fine. And indeed it was kind of more central there. So actually, yeah, basically exactly between where I was thinking. And yeah, is that a 2-round game? It is. Okay, there we go. So let's go to the rival homepage, see how much Barcelona plays. So he's played a total of 500 games. Yeah, overall ranking of 1.9k in China, so pretty good. 50% win percentage there, so yeah, it's kind of cool. Down here, I've seen Inside Explore new game modes such as Fried Rice Search and Fried Rice Universe. I'm very curious about what this is. So yeah, let's go for Fried Rice Search. I guess it kind of sounds interesting. And I don't know what this is about. Ooh. So we have a bunch of like different locations here. Let's see what this is about. So if we click here, so we're gonna have a video, or I don't know, maybe just a photo. I'm not really sure of what the meaning of it is here, but that's kind of interesting. So yeah, this must just be like places that fans of the game have posted. Seems like it. I mean, we do have an Australia image here. Let's see what that's about. In Canberra, it would seem. And yeah, there we go. That's like one of them. I think that's the High Court of Australia, unless I'm mistaken. I have been in there. And that's the Parliament House of Australia. So there you go. Kind of interesting here. So another thing you can do if you so happen to be Chinese and enjoy this kind of thing. Seems like a lot of the Chinese players here have been inside Canada, which doesn't surprise me, right? There's a lot of people, a lot of Chinese diaspora in Canada. You know what? Let's finish off with this streak challenge here. I think we've pretty much exhausted what there is to do here. It's pretty standard stuff, but ultimately it is a nice, simple Geoguessr experience. Provincial streak? Oh wow, we are for some reason third here. I'm not really sure what the meaning of that is. Okay, that's my friends tab. I added some people who added me. But okay, so it seems like I think provincial streak, that's probably going to be China, right? So what about country streak? Mobile? I don't really know. I think that means you can move around, yeah. So let's see, the top country streak of my friends is 25. Overall, so far, let's see what the top country streak is here. Would appear to be 41. Not sure if I can be bothered to go 41, but let's just go for a really quick guessing here and see what we can do. Maybe on NMPZ. Let's finish off the game by doing that. So first one here should just be somewhere in Brazil. That's a fairly straightforward one. We have Brazilian polls everywhere there, so let's just guess. And that is indeed going to be correct. Okay, so that's going to be fine. We can go to the next question. Okay, this one, immediately more difficult. Should be Russia, could be Ukraine. Out of the two, instinctively I liked Russia better, but I can actually see Ukraine being quite a strong option here. Yeah, I don't know if this is a legitimate 50-50. I think I'll just go for Russia. It was my first thought here, and it was indeed Russia. Honestly, that was pretty 50-50, so as I said, wasn't really expecting to get that correct even. Next one here is Uruguay, which is nice. And let's head through to the next question. I'm assuming you can look around here. Yeah, you can. So this would be nice if we could actually beat the record on NMPZ. But, you know, that would be a bit hubristic. I think we're probably unlikely to make it that far, especially when there are photospheres in here. Interesting. So I think we can probably allow ourselves to look around on this one, especially if it's such low quality. So let's see if we can make out what country we think it is here. So we got like French style polls here. So this is probably French Africa. And do we have a flag? I would like a flag. Okay, it's a Muslim country. Algerian flag. Excellent. Yeah, that was definitely necessary to look around. Now, can I figure out which one's Algeria? It's this one, right? Yeah, we should be fine there. Okay, excellent. So through to the next one here. I like also the fact that we don't have to go through matches. It's just normal streak mode. And are we actually going to get win streak 0? I'm not really sure what that means. But again, we're not seeing them around here, so let's just give it a refresh. Hopefully this works. And we got black screen here. This is unfortunate. Yeah, so Geoguessr does skip black screens, unfortunately, for us. Oh, hello. It actually loaded. Excellent. Okay. Again, we're going to look around here because this is unofficial coverage. It feels like it's going to be something like maybe out in the Pacific Islands or something like that. So, yeah, now I'm sensing why 40 country streak is the highest ever and why Jupa only had 35 as his top one, because if they have lots of photospheres like this, it's very difficult to get the right country, I think. Okay, here we go. It's kind of finally loaded in on this side of things. Rock is not helpful. I thought it might be. We do have like kind of a concrete-ish looking highway here. I would say, just based on that and also the vegetation, that Philippines is at least possible here. If it's not Philippines, I expect it to be something nearby, but it could just as easily be Caribbean, I guess. Let's just see if we're right about that. And okay, it was all the way out here in the Pacific Ocean, and because this is Chinese, I don't know, is that, it's not Samoa, that's probably nearby though. I don't know, it's just one of those Cook Islands, maybe? I'm not really sure what that's going to be. But there we go, 5. I guess we can go for one more game here. But if it's another photosphere, I'll probably just give up, to be honest with you. Okay, first one here, it's Australia. That's going to be somewhere in Perth, I imagine. Let's see if we can get a high score here. So let's just go for this guess here. And it was indeed Perth. Excellent, so that's a great start. What are we going to get next here? Bit of Colombia action. Maybe this is Guatemala because we have the squared off car at the back. Sugarcane crops tends to be something you see south of Guatemala City here, so probably just this kind of area. And it was nice. Okay, very good score so far. Next one here. It's going to be another photosphere, I think, guys, so we could potentially be in trouble here. Okay, here we go. So again, we're going to allow ourselves to move around, or look around at least. Kind of feels like it might be like Pakistan or something like that here. Not really too sure. Something Middle Eastern, definitely feeling kind of likely. But I want to see this number plate before I actually guess. Yeah, I don't know. Red plate. It's interesting. It almost feels a bit North African again, you know? So maybe Pakistan's actually less likely. Although it does look like we might be driving left-hand side of the road. I think we're kind of driving both sides of the road here. So yeah, and that looks like it's set up for right-hand drive. I don't know. It could be anything here, but I thought of Libya, maybe. We already had Algeria. I'm gonna try Libya this time in Benghazi. And okay, it was actually in Iraq there. Interesting. So definitely not a terrible guess, but yeah, I think I'm going to end off the video there. If there's any other features of this site that you think I missed or anything like that, then I'd be happy to check that out. But yeah, guys, that is it for Chinese Geoguessr. Tuxun.fun is the name of the website, and it's made by a guy named Tuxun. And yeah, shoutouts to him for the fun game. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy playing this. Let's see, on our own homepage here, it appears that we are 1799 rating. So we could definitely push up a bit higher if we wanted to. We have a 100% win rate, which is nice at least. So guys, thank you very much for watching the video all the way to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed it very much. And yeah, I'll be back with some more videos on this site as well. So stay tuned and goodbye.